prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and it is game week. Tennessee set to take on Kentucky this coming Saturday. We will be live immediately following that game, so I hope you'll join us for that. I did our live stream last night about 7 o'clock. I appreciate you guys that showed up and hung out, talked a little football with us. We kind of broke down the Kentucky game, the matchups. We made our predictions, all that good stuff. So I encourage you to go back and check it out if you have not seen it yet. But it's getting to that time of year. Number one, coming off the bye week, not a whole lot of news coming out, more about the health of this football team. Are the Mays brothers back? Is Tyron Evans going to be 100%? But when you come off of a bye week, just kind of quiet in the news, really. And it's also that time of year where everybody seems to be checking out and diving into the transfer portal. So we've got another name we're going to take a look at here in just a second. But also I want to talk about the transfer portal, who to take, who to not take, and also taking on a project. And that's what we've got here with Marcus Bradley from Vanderbilt. But like I said, we'll get into that in just a second. As always, guys, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up just below the video. It helps out the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, we're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not trying to pretend to be something we're not. We are fans just like you. If you enjoy what we do, go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. But let's go ahead and jump into the article here. This is on 24/7 Sports. Vanderbilt football former 4-star defensive lineman Marcus Bradley enters the transfer portal. This is written by Robbie Weinstein. Let's take a look at this the article here, and then we'll kind of jump in and talk about several different things here. It says Vanderbilt freshman defensive lineman Marcus Bradley has entered the NCAA transfer portal. Sources told 24/7 Sports. Well, let's start there. Vanderbilt freshman defensive lineman. He is going to be a red shirt this year, so he's got 4 years of eligibility. And that's something we've talked about several times with some of these names that pop in and out of the transfer portal. What are you getting out of them? Are you getting a Caleb Tremblay type guy, a one and done? Or are you going to add some depth, a guy that you can develop? So here with Marcus Bradley, going to have 4 years of eligibility left. But it says he arrived at Vanderbilt in January as the Commodores' 6th highest rated recruit in program history. And that's why I'm kind of highlighting Marcus Bradley here. Typically, he's not your typical Vanderbilt defensive lineman. 6th highest rated recruit in program history. But it says here he committed before former coach Derek Mason was fired last November. Vanderbilt defensive ends coach Jovan Hayes served as Bradley's primary recruiter and remained on staff under Clark Lee. But Bradley has not played recently due to what Lee described as a disciplinary issue. So again, what do we always ask? We see one of these names pop up in the transfer portal. Is Tennessee going to be interested? Are they worth taking a chance? Disciplinary issues. Let's read this quote here, and then we'll kind of go through this. Marcus is a talented person and a player that doesn't quite have the behaviors and habits yet to be an active part of the program. Until he does, he's going to have to grow and mature, and we support him in that. But part of changing and transforming an environment is transforming the habits and behaviors that make up that environment. We have to be really clear on what the expectations are and what a high-performance culture looks like and feels like. We're waiting on him to be a part of that. Now, we've talked a lot about this over the last 12 months. Josh Heupel comes in, culture completely a train wreck under Jeremy Pruitt. The team quit last year. You've got fights in the locker room between coaches, allegedly. You got a coach getting fired midway through the season, 4 games in, coaches getting fired. Just an absolute disaster. And Coach Josh Heupel had his work cut out for him. He's done a great job changing the culture. We have seen this team compete. We are seeing guys have fun. They want to be around each other. Josh Heupel talked about the team having a couple of days off and how much he missed those guys. Felt like it was an eternity since he got to be around them. This is truly a family atmosphere in Knoxville. So do you take a chance on a guy like Marcus Bradley, who the quote here from his position coach is talking about disciplinary issues? And I get it. The easy way is to say, nope, don't need it. Don't need this guy in Knoxville, Boogie. We don't need a locker room cancer. And I don't know what this quote is exactly in regards to. I don't know if it's more of just work ethic, bad attitude, whatever it is, but it's clearly a problem. Now, do you take on this project? And that's what I wanted to talk about here. You got two different types of projects in the transfer portal. You got a guy here like Marcus Bradley, or, a lot of people want to talk about Spencer Rattler in his attitude. Those are projects. If you're going to take those guys based on talent, you've got a project when it comes to their attitude, their work ethic, et cetera, et cetera. Now, on the flip side, you got a guy like Joe Milton. Joe Milton comes in with a great attitude, ready to go to work. But you look at the tape at Michigan and you have some questions. The project is, can Josh Heupel fix him? It didn't work out this time. Look at Hendon Hooker. Many people would call him a project. Virginia Tech fans did not believe that Hendon Hooker was going to have success. And yeah, I know that's the typical thing when a player transfers out. It's, oh, well, we don't need him anyway. Good riddance, whatever. Virginia Tech fans did not care that Hendon Hooker left. Now they're watching what he is doing in Knoxville. It's a different mindset, different attitude towards Hendon Hooker. So do you take on Marcus Bradley as a project? Let's look at his scouting report, because again, coming out of high school, 4-star, 6th highest rated prospect in Vanderbilt history. 6'3", 270-pound defensive lineman. But let's look at the scouting report. This is Brian Doan from 24/7 Sports. Projected he would go day 3 NFL draft potential. Compares him to Lawrence Guy of the New England Patriots. Scouting report says great frame with length, carries 270 pounds easily. Combination of strength and athleticism is high. Can play defensive end in a 3-4 or defensive tackle in a 4-3. Explosive with body control and ability to change direction. Covers a lot of ground in first 2 steps. Strong at point of attack. Uses upper body strength to disengage and can redirect along the line of scrimmage. Says he works hard to get off blocks, can pursue backside, does not waste movement, has to work on technique, relies heavily on speed and burst at snap. Well, again, you're talking about a guy with raw athleticism and strength, but needs to work a little on technique. Tennessee's got a pretty dang good defensive line coach that could probably take Marcus Bradley and do something with him. Says continued strength development is needed, sometimes inconsistent in staying low and firing off at snap. Multi-year starter at a high-level program. So again, Marcus Bradley, tons of talent, athleticism. Do you take a chance? Do you take on another project that has some type of attitude problem, work ethic problem? There's something there. There's something there coming from his position coach. Do you take on this project, or is what you've built, what you've changed, the culture you have created in Knoxville too important to go take a chance on a guy like Marcus Bradley? When you look at recruiting for the defensive line, let me look here. I've had it pulled up here just a second ago. Tennessee has 2 commitments from the defensive line. Obviously, you're waiting to hear from Walter Nolan. This is a guy that could add some depth. You're going to be losing Caleb Tremblay. You're going to be losing Matthew Butler. The article closes out here. Says Bradley has appeared in just 2 games for the Commodores, making 2 tackles with 1 tackle for loss. He originally committed to Maryland before decommitting and eventually choosing Vanderbilt. Bradley was not present on the sideline for Vanderbilt's loss to Missouri on Saturday. And that's, again, worth noting, is that it came down to Maryland and Vanderbilt. He is a Maryland kid from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Is it a deal where he goes back closer to home? He did have an offer from Tennessee. Again, it was from the other coaching staff. So I don't know, but every time one of these kids goes into the transfer portal, you want to take a look, see what type of opportunities present themselves. What do you guys think? Hit that comment section and let me know. Do you take on a project? Are you more apt to take on a project like a Joe Milton? Or are you more apt to take on a project with more athleticism, more talent, but some type of discipline issues? Hit that comment section. Let me know. Also, let me know, do you guys enjoy these transfer portal videos? Been a lot of them that have come up over the last few days, and I think they are going to continue to pop up because of the time of year. You guys seem to enjoy them. Just let me know, leave a comment, and I want to give you guys the content that you prefer. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, you can go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Just go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. We got several different styles. When you click on the style, you get a color choice as well. But any and all support there is greatly appreciated. If you don't pick up merchandise, that's fine. We just appreciate you showing up, hanging out, checking out the content, hitting that like button, and leaving us a comment. Enjoy going back and forth and engaging with you guys in that comment section. But that's it for this one. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs howl like we poets sat in our chains, soaking moonlit falls on